everybody. I'm Anna Berry, and this is New to the Street Game Changers. Today, we're talking about WarpSpeed Taxi Inc. It trades under the symbol WRPT, an all-in-one software solution for ride-hailing, food delivery, and courier services. Joining me on Game Changers is Hunter Gaylor, co-host for New to the Street and spokesperson for WarpSpeed Taxi. Welcome, Hunter. How are you today?
Anna, it's such a pleasure to be with you. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, this is an exciting segment because on Game Changers, we focus on companies creating solutions and in the game, changing the game. Now, let's talk about the world. Surging gas prices, supply chain issues, environmental awareness, and just an overall global market instability. So how is this technology addressing these real-time issues, and what are the solutions that it's providing? Describe the company and its business model, Hunter.
Well, what's really interesting about this company, Anna, that I really like is the fact that it's the future of transportation. They've combined a all-in-one ride-hailing app with food, grocery, courier delivery. They've created an all-in-one application. It's more affordable for both consumers and businesses. And as you said, they're publicly traded. They're trading on the US OTC market under the symbol WRPT. But unlike other taxi or delivery models, their main priority is making the life easier, providing with the fastest way to get to your location on time. And basically in no time, might I add. So it really incredible technology.
And let's hash that out a little bit more. So there a lot of developments have happened over the past few years. Let's also talk about the next 5 years. What's on the horizon for Warp Speed?
Well, there's some very interesting developments going on with the company, and they're doing business with a company called Pinnacle DSB, which is going to be a major distribution center in major cities, which are mainly surrounded by rural towns and rural areas. And so the customers that rely on the local shops for their everyday needs, Pinnacle DBS will be that kind of distribution center for supplying very fast-moving products to these local shops. So obviously that talks about inventory management, where they're able to go with the company, and really be able to scale very, very, very quickly. So a retailer can essentially purchase items in real time, and they would be able to get their deliveries on a weekly basis. And this is a business-to-business application, Anna, which is really good. It's going to cut down on gas prices. It's going to cut down on a lot of the logistical overhead that is required with most delivery and supply chain companies. And really, when you look at it, not in non-Western countries, it'll be huge. So, a lot of these developing nation states, their platform is so comprehensive, it should be very successful when they open distribution centers. They can very rapidly serve the needs of rural communities very, very quickly for delivery.
Oh, I can see that spreading like wildfire in a good way. So
Yes.
talk a little bit about the competitors. Obviously, we can think of some other companies out there doing something similar. So what is the competitive advantage of Warp Speed?
Well, I think one of the main competitive advantages is the fact that it's this all-in-one, right? So you have the food delivery, so that's your on-demand rides, your favorite restaurants. You can feed your employees at any time as a business. The grocery deliveries, they're being delivered faster. They're being delivered more efficient because of these distribution centers and the model of which they're running. But I also think when you look at their smart app features, unlike most of the other apps, there's a variety of delivery options that will fit your need as either the consumer or the business. So it's very reliable. It's very efficient when it comes to a delivery service. And by the way, the packages reaches their destinations on time. So unlike an Amazon Prime where they do have that 2 date, there are issues that happen. So they're going to have the premium memberships. You can be able to chat with your driver. You're going to get by the hour pricing. You have, various different, multiple stop options depending on what your company's looking for. So I really think that WarpSpeed Taxi has developed a very interesting business model. I think it's a very compelling business model. And as far as competitor, look, there's always going to be competition in the marketplace, but I think the more robust the system, the more, the more of a distribution and supply chain that they can manage. I think it's going to be some really incredible stuff. So especially when you can deliver very quickly and very rapidly within a radius of up to 150 miles for your rural areas.
Well, we all want things quickly these days.
Yeah.
We're financially as well. So talk to me a little bit about scalability. What are the financial benefits of this technology and this business model?
Well, look, I mean, when you can have trucks that can deliver to a rural area, obviously you're going to have more participation in the economy. You're going to have more people being able to participate and, have a greater exchange of goods and services because we can get things quicker. And really, the current system, retailers don't know if the wholesalers have the product or not. So with WarpSpeed Taxi, they're stating that they'll be able to make orders. They'll be able to automatically debit the business's accounts. And on the 6th and 7th day, they can do the delivery. It's a very streamlined process. So I think there's tremendous growth and scalability opportunities here. I look at the financial benefits of the company, and when we look at WarpSpeed, we obviously would like people to go to, warpspeedtaxi.com/investors. They can get a lot of information about the business plan, especially with Pinnacle DBS, which is a massive distribution hub. And they can see the cash flows and the profitability of the business model. So it's definitely something that's going to be implemented. It's going to be implemented in a very short period of time. So we're very excited to follow the company and really kind of see what the future developments of the company are going to be, because it's just going to be continuing growth after growth after growth, especially when they launch in new areas.
Now, Hunter, is this application ready for public use? If our viewers are interested in using it right now, can they?
They are. There are licensing agreements in conversation right now. There is the app on the App Store on the Google Play if you go to Google Play. But stay tuned to the website for people, because that's where a lot of the information's coming out. You're going to hear a lot more on the company. We're going to be following this company very closely, and where we're going to be talking about where they're at, where they're going, and when it's going to be in an area near you. And that's really what we want our customers and our clients and people to look at, because obviously we're growing like any other business, and their company is growing. They're making some really, really good milestones, but really, it's those long distance rides, the courier delivery, and we will be following when and where they're launching, just not in the U.S., but also worldwide.
Right. A global launch very soon. And this is a real exciting company to follow, a major demand for this, and they are definitely game changers. So WarpSpeed Taxi. Hunter, great speaking with you today on Game Changers. Thanks for joining us.
Always a pleasure, Anna. Thank you so much. And once again, we just encourage our listeners and the viewers to go check out WarpSpeed Taxi, look at their website, follow the stock symbol, but it's definitely going to be a very interesting company to follow. We're very excited to cover them on Game Changers.
Perfect. Thanks so much for watching.